My ungrateful father passed down the family business to my incompetent brother, so I left now. They are begging for me to come back because the company is going bankrupt. My older brother went to university and then worked in the city as an accountant while I started to work for my dad as a plumber at 15 and went to college to get my qualifications in plumbing and gas. My brother never wanted to be in the business and said it was not worth his time. He's always so smug about being in the city and tells me that dirty work is not for him. When the virus started, my brother moved back from the city and had no choice but to start working for my dad in accounting. He will always be in the office for paperwork and will only be in thrice a week. We have expanded and now have 50 vans in the fleet with 1 qualified and 1 trainee allocated to each van. The virus was hard in the beginning, but we have bounced back because my dad and I work day and night. My dad still works on tools with me on Fridays. It was the only day I was on tools as I was doing everything to run the business. His presence in the business is getting more and more seldom nowadays because he has been unwell for the last 4 years due to diabetes. Well, last month my father told the family he was stepping down from the business due to health and wanted to spend more time with my mother. This was news to me because we have never discussed it prior to this announcement. Of course, I was assuming that I would be inheriting the business because I was the one whom he grew the business with. Working late hours, talking with clients, and planning the business expansion. But I was surprised when he said that he was giving the business to my brother. He then said that I had to step down from acting CEO. My brother is now the boss, and I've been dumped back to a heating engineer with a £20,000 pay cut even though he doesn't have any clue what we do or how to do it. I spoke to my dad and he told me that my brother deserves it for all he has done. That he has a family and I don't. It also hurts to hear him say that it's because my brother went to a university not like me. Again, I was dismayed not only because he did not give me a chance when I had proven myself but because it seemed like all the moments we shared as father and son growing the business seemed like nothing to him. I told my dad that if that is how he felt then I would leave and start my own business. A lot of the workers are upset about the decision and have told me they will go where I go. I still went to work for 3 weeks for the turnover but my brother wouldn't listen and didn't believe I knew what I was talking about. So I left. Update 1. It has been 6 months and I have contacted the large clients I've worked with over the last 12 years. I went to have a couple of Zoom calls with some and they have gone very well. 3 of my ex-colleagues in my father's business have left and have spoken to my dad that they will be coming to work with me, and that was their own choice because they believe that I can manage them better than my brother. They all have 10 years of experience in the industry, and at the moment I have all we need to start a new business. Then I received a call from my father asking me to come over for dinner. I was unsure at first but thought it was probably a step in the right direction. My whole family was there when I arrived. I went in and the atmosphere dropped. My mum wouldn't look at me and my brother just sat there acting as if I didn't exist. My dad asked me and my brother to come into his office. When we entered his office, he started to ask when I was going to return to the company as they needed me early Monday morning. I could not even believe what I was hearing. I told them both I was not coming back and had started my own company. I asked him, why do I still have to go there? Didn't you already give the business to my brother? My brother butted in angrily, telling me if I cared about company why would I leave? I have some very choice words before telling him that I have always cared for the company and spent 12 years of my life working to make it successful, unlike him who swans in and takes all the glory. I will not sit there and be treated like that. I left and said goodbye to other family members. After that, I heard from one of my father's workers that the business was going terribly under the management of my brother. The old clients have ended their contracts and they are having a hard time looking for new customers because my brother doesn't know the nitty-gritty of the business. They are now in $70,000 debt. While I felt bad that the business I helped build was going to crumble, there was nothing I could do. They had the choice. My new business is going very well and we have a lot of work coming in. At the end of the year, I will be looking at expanding, so I am very happy with that.